Drone racing and FPV freestyle are some of the fastest growing sports in the world. Meet the men and women behind the goggles who are changing the way we see our planet. He won the 2017 FPV Drone Video of the Year award, is a top DRL pilot, and has been recognized for his cinematic flight skills. Paul NURKKALA is not your average pilot, and his feelings about the sport he loves run much deeper than you might expect.
For me, FPV is more than that acronym. It describes this entire culture, this entire people group. Basically, I like to talk about the FPV culture as this group of like crazy, fanatical, excited people that all bond over this common shared passion. And what happens when you put a bunch of people into one spot and say, you all really like this, and tell them, okay, go do that thing together, people become fast friends. You don't need to speak someone's language to know that you and someone else share this kind of deep, intimate connection. You know, you both can fly. And that instantly creates this bond across people spanning the globe. So what does FPV mean to me? Yeah, sure, it means first person view or whatever. But what it really means to me is this innate, deep human connection between people that span the globe.
Drones went from a tiny toy that my in-laws gave me for Christmas one year to a hobby, to a passion, and now we're bordering on making it a living. The power that they have to show the world a new perspective on things is consuming to me. And so whether that's racing, that's freestyling, that's doing cinematic sorts of shots, all of that comes together to create this powerful narrative and this powerful content, and it makes people stop and look. And that's what I want to continue doing as long as I can. I've built the NURK brand kind of around telling the story of FPV. Sure, there's a lot of flying, but there's building, there's learning, there's training, there's struggling, there's expenses, there's going to your wife and asking if you can spend a little bit more money. All of that creates this narrative of FPV, and to be able to express all of that through this brand and to live it every single day is a dream come true.
His video, NURK's Flight of the Year, has gained international recognition. What was it like flying around the train?
I've been asked a lot of times what it feels like to fly inside the train or just underneath it, and to be honest, I kind of can't remember. Like, I kind of blacked out in that moment. I was like, let's just make sure that we get everything back. And so, like, going inside of the train car towards the end of the video, a lot of people asked, like, did you have to suddenly correct or something like that? I don't remember. I just totally blanked out. But at that point, my battery was getting a little bit low, so I kind of just chickened out and brought it back for a safe landing.
Paul may not remember the flight, but he does know why he was successful. A combination of comfort and control.
I think one of the core aspects of being good at FPV is being comfortable flying it wherever you are. So when you're going from outdoors to indoors, from an open space to a tight space, you're comfortable the whole time. And so everything feels the same, and the more in control you are, the better your footage is going to be.
Known for both his freestyle and racing skills, Paul says his flying styles are very different between the two genres.
Freestyle NURK is very, well, a lot of people would accuse me of being really kind of sickening. Like, it's not really that fun to watch because I'm not exactly the smoothest person in the world. I'm not Juicy J Johnny or, Smooth Schizo or whatever. My style is I want to make you freak out every single time, I take off. I want to, be hitting that gap. I want to be nailing that combo that just kind of makes you go, ugh! That's fun. That's where I like to be. In terms of racing, my style tends to be a little bit more conservative than others. I know that I will win if I don't crash. Put another way, I think that if I don't crash, I have the opportunity to win. And so if I, go up, if I fly and I immediately smash into the ground, there's no way for me to win that race. But if I make sure that I'm consistent, conservative, and take calculated risk when I need to, I think that is my style in racing.
Paul's clearly passionate about FPV. What would the former programmer do if he couldn't fly anymore?
I'd be lost, right? I've spent 3 years creating the NURK brand and developing my skills as a racing pilot, taking podiums, taking home wins, and being a part of this culture. Like, if somebody said, oh, you can't do it anymore, it's like, I don't know where I would be. If I wasn't allowed to fly anymore, I would probably be filming people flying. There's no doubt that I want to be a part of video, I want to be a part of the FPV culture, and that no matter what, I'm continuing to tell the stories of these people that I care about so much. I want to go back to that definition on FPV. When you're out flying, when you're joining friends, when you're traveling to events, when you, I'm talking to you right here, as a pilot, you know, are experiencing this culture and these people, I just want you to remember that you have this powerful shared human connection. These people all care about you more than you know, all because you play with expensive toys together. And when you're flying and when you're flying with others, you know, just remember that, you know, you have the opportunity to connect with someone on a level deeper than many people struggle to achieve in their entire life. And that, I think, is going to be the most rewarding and fulfilling part of FPV that you can achieve. So I want you to go out, I want you to experience the world of FPV and the culture of FPV, be a part of it, look behind the goggles, and just be a part of that culture.